Video on expected value lotto, where we look at Georgia lottery scratch tickets and their expected values. In this video, we're continuing our series where we look at all the $30 tickets that are in play in Georgia, and today we're looking at the Supreme Sevens ticket. Now, this is not a number match game. This is just a symbol hunt, and you were looking for a wad of cash or a $100, $200, or $300 burst. So I tend to like games where you're dealing with symbols instead of numbers, and except for bingo. I like the bingo. So this one would be a fun ticket, I think, to play just because symbols are always fun. Now, one thing that I will mention about this ticket is that I'm always skeptical when you have a ticket where you have prize amounts that correspond to the title of the ticket, like Supreme Sevens. You've got a $77 winner. You've got a $777 win. You've got a $700,000 top prize. And the reason I'm always skeptical about that is because I always wonder, are they giving us $77 prizes instead of more $100 prizes? And are they giving us $777 prizes instead of $1,000 prizes? And are they giving us a $700,000 jackpot instead of a $1 million jackpot? So those are questions that I always have. And so I'm always skeptical that the value of games like this are going to be lower because of this gimmick that they use to kind of entice people to play. So we'll see if that holds true on this ticket. But here we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the Georgia Lottery put out on its website. Overall odds on this ticket are 1 in 2.62. And when this ticket was in play, by the way, all the jackpots are won. So this is not a ticket that I would suggest going out and buying. I don't even know if you could find it anymore. But once all the jackpots are hit, I don't suggest playing it. But we're making this video just to have it on file, sort of, just so that we have the information and know the history of these $30 tickets. But anyways, when this was in play, you could win anywhere from a ticket all the way up to $700,000. And yeah, here on the prize structure, you see that $77 prize and the $777 prize. One thing that I will mention about the top prize is that, first of all, it is low for a $30 ticket. So that's a little bit of a concern. And then also, the Georgia Lottery takes 30% out of any prize over $5,000. So this $700,000 prize, I'm going to view as a $490,000 prize. So yeah, that's it for the prize structure. Let's look on this screen and see the payout. So the payout on this ticket is between 79 and 80%. Now, this is not a bad number at all. This is a pretty decent number, as a matter of fact, and we'll see how this stacks up against other tickets here in Georgia towards the end of the video. But I will say the past two videos, we've had two really, really strong $30 tickets. And so this one does not come up to the bar that has been set by those other two tickets. So while this is a pretty good ticket, it's definitely not close to the top. So anyways, this payout was for those people who won, the top prizes. This is not a payout that the average person would see play in this ticket. So let's subtract out the top 1% of prizes and see what the payout was like for the average people play in this game. So looking back at the prize structure, the split between the top 1%, bottom 99% of prizes was here at the $500 prize. And it was a pretty close to a 50-50 split. You had about 46% of these available for the average person. So yeah, definitely if you were playing these, you would expect to see a $500 winner here and there. And then there was a little over half that fell down here in the top 1% of prizes. So if you do subtract out the value of these top 1% of prizes here, you come up with a new payout on this ticket of a little over 71%. Now, this is a very good number. Anytime you have a ticket that has over 70, much less 71% payout for the bottom 99%, it's going to be a really fun ticket to play. That fun factor there, you're winning more money back than you would on almost any other ticket in Georgia. So very good number right there. Now, this is the page where we can kind of look back and see what $30 tickets have been like in Georgia in the past. This ticket came out in May of 2022, so May of last year. And here's the dot right here that represents this ticket. So you can see that it is quite a bit lower than the two tickets that we have looked at in the past two videos, the 30 times the money ticket, which is right here, and the Mega Jumbo Bucks, which is right here. So yeah, I mean, with those two other tickets in play, this is not a ticket that I would have probably recommended playing, not because it's a bad ticket, but because there were better options. And you can see up here the $30 X the money ticket. Just yeah, I mean it. I don't want to say it crushes the Supreme Sevens, but over three is it? Yeah, over 3% better. Payout, that's a big deal when you're, especially when you're dealing with $30 tickets. Yeah, it didn't have a bad payout for the bottom 99%. It's actually, it looks like it's the second highest on the list there. So, I'm sure that a lot of people had fun playing this, but it suffered really in the top 1% of prizes. So it does look like that, that those 700, especially the $777 prizes, the Georgia Lottery was using a gimmick to pay less back. Instead of giving $1,000 prizes, they gave those gimmicky $777 prizes, and it looks like the Georgia Lottery probably, instead of offering $1 million, offered $700,000 to go along with the gimmick. So I think it holds true with this ticket that the value is lower because of this gimmick. And so I would just offer caution, suggest caution when you see a ticket like this where the prize amounts somehow correlate to the name of the game, because I do think that that's usually a gimmick that the Georgia Lottery uses to give the players less payout. But anyways, yeah, I definitely don't want you to run out and buy these tickets for sure. First of all, because there are other tickets that are better, but secondly, because all the top prizes have been hit. And I'm a little surprised to see that, because this ticket has not been out all that long, I guess, 8 or 9 months, something like that. But for a $30 ticket to lose all of its top prizes in that short of a time is a little surprising. But anyways, let's see how it ranks with other $30 tickets. So it is the lowest payout ticket that we've looked at on the channel since being back. So yeah, I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. But it was very friendly to the average player. So a little bit of a give and take right there. Now, I'm not going to leave this ticket on these top 10 lists for the current tickets that are in play, but I wanted you to see where it would have fallen if it had been in play still. So it comes in at the 5th best ticket that we've looked at since being back. And I do want to note that this Jumbo Bucks Power Shot, the $25 ticket, has a higher payout than the Supreme 7. So another reason that I would have suggested just letting this sit on the shelf. But I don't have to give that advice now that it is not in play anymore. Here, it does have the third highest 99% payout behind the Ultimate 5 million and the $30 X the money. So yeah, again, not a bad ticket, just not as good as a couple of tickets around it. So that is it for the Supreme 7s. I'm not going to say good luck on this ticket, because I don't want you to go out and buy it with no top prizes left. But if you did have any luck on this ticket when it was out, let us know in the comment section below so we can give you some congratulations. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.